So everyone knows that musicians have a reputation when it comes to dating. Mostly not good things. The most toxic people you ever meet. So today we're going to explore the depths of the internet, aka Reddit, as to why you should never date a musician.
She's right, you know.
We're here because of the music. We are Band-Aids.
What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve and welcome back to Junk Drummer TV, and today's video was not going to be this, but my buddy over at groovyghostnotes did a fantastic video called Don't Date a Musician. It's an interesting perspective that she has because she's a female musician. She's a fantastic drummer. And this is my response to that video. Homegirl's right. And unfortunately, I am uniquely qualified to speak on this subject. Absolutes are always the most ridiculous, right? Actually, I think it was Charles Bukowski who said, absolutes are always the most hilarious. So like, don't date a musician, probably shouldn't, but that might not be the best declarative way to talk about what we're trying to talk about today. I think it's more like this. If you have someone in your life that you care about, discourage them from dating a musician because it's usually terrible. Her video needed to differentiate between like a touring original band musician and like everyday Friday, Saturday night, like cover band worker characters. Women, you don't have too much to worry about there. But if your man's on the road, and I guess if your woman's on the road, I'll be honest, I've been in bands almost exclusively with women most of my playing career. I'm this woman I play with now, I've been playing with her for like 14 years. She's my longest relationship besides my wife. But I really don't think this is actually a problem for female musicians. I think it's mostly male musicians. And look, I know you've seen that cute little darling on stage and he's got a broken heart and you want to fix that heart. Don't do it. Don't do it. What a terrible idea. And actually in 2023, the idea of the groupie and the idea of dating a musician is it even really that prevalent? I mean, I guess musicians have girlfriends, some of them. Let's be honest, musicians are not on that level anymore. I think women are probably more likely to go out with Twitch streamers and professional esports athletes than like going out with a musician. I would say this, if you have someone that you care about, try to strongly discourage them. Oh my God, I forgot about this. One of the young junk drummers that lives in my house, she went to college and she came home with a saxophone jazz major from the suburbs. She brought this person to my house where I live. I have failed somewhere along the line. All the stereotypes about dating a musician, the infidelity, the drug use, the irresponsibility. Yeah, absolutely. And any gigging musician, especially ones that's been on the road, won't tell you that. They're fucking lying to you and they might be trying to get laid. It's true. It's all true. I've done them all. And I'll tell you this, ladies, if your man is in a band and they're on the road, man, am I breaking man code? I might be breaking man code. If they're out on the road, they all have an agreement that what goes on the road stays on the road, if you feel me. So Groovy Ghost Notes, she was right, but she's in her early 20s and in the beginning of her playing career. And I am old and at the end of my playing career, and I've played about 2,000 shows, probably more than that. And I've seen it all. I've seen every bad stereotypical behavior of a male musician to their girlfriend. Usually by the time we get married, we're settled down. Maybe that's why we make good husbands, because we've already like punched ourselves out by the time we get to marriage. Now, I didn't get married until a year and a half ago, and I'm 46, so I spent a lot of my time not living as a citizen. Someone else in her video called non-musicians muggles. That's cringy and stupid. I call them citizens because they have their shit together. They're not up at 3 a.m. writing a song or writing a drum beat or doing it's just not a good idea. Don't do it. Find someone else, like, I don't know, like the guy who spins the sign outside of a Little Caesars. They probably have their shit more together than a gigging, touring musician. Date a garbage man. They actually do something that is good for society. They serve way more purpose than a musician does. Because let's be honest, if we went on strike, You know, you just wouldn't get any new music. When a garbage man goes on strike, the whole society collapses. They're far more important to society than musicians are. Groovy Ghost Notes, you're right. Also, go watch her. I think she's going to be famous. She's new to the YouTube game. She's kind of a big deal on TikTok. Been a TikTok drummer for a long time, and she's doing some excellent, unique takes on music commentary. But yeah, check her out. I would never want my sister to date a musician because I am one, and we're fucking terrible, especially when we're in our 20s. And the problem with musicians is, like, you know, the meme of like a man not wanting to grow up and kind of having the Peter Pan syndrome. Oh my God, it's way worse for musicians. Man, I know dudes right now in their 50s who are fucking overweight, who look like diesel mechanics. That is not a rip on diesel mechanics, because again, you actually give society a service that is valuable. But I know cats like that still think they're going to make it, and like put a band together and talk about how this is going to be the one that hits. Musicians. Now, here's the thing: if you're a moneyed up, famous, successful musician, yeah, man, problems probably are exponentially worse. So never mind on that thought. We do not want to grow up, and I'm sitting here as one of them. I'm speaking from experience. If you have a loved one that said that they just saw the dreamiest guy at open mic, oh no, lock them up, maybe delete them from social media. I don't know. Keep them away from musicians. It's a very, very bad idea.